Welcome guys, gals, and pals. My name is Brooke, and this is Brooke Beams Big, where I share my expressions of joy. Today, I am going to be setting up a new planner system for the last 4 months of the year, so I thought I would take you along with me, show you what I'm using, explain to you how I think I'm going to use it, how it's going to work for me, and get all set up before September starts. I want to start by showing you this stack. This is the Love is Love collection from the Happy Planner in collaboration with the Pigeon Letters, who is the artist who designed what we see in front of us now. I watched her video unboxing the entire collection, which I will link up in the cards so you can check it out too, but I purchased almost everything except for the mini things, so I just wanted to go over those with you real fast because I will be using basically all of these items. Starting with the smaller stuff that I just wanted to show off but aren't necessarily part of the setup. We have this set of classic discs, which are plastic glitter in a sort of rainbow variation, and instead of the classic Happy Planner heart in the middle, they say Love is Love. I thought these were so adorable. I'm not sure when I'm going to use them, what planner I'm going to put them on, but I had to have them for my collection. Then we have these die cut bookmarks, which I'm actually going to go ahead and open really fast. So we have this one that says Love is Love, where the O is a heart and Is Love is inside of it. I think it's adorable, and I think it will make a great statement in my planner, along with this one, which is kind of like this fun rainbow shape, and it says, "You are on the right path, it was made for you." And I just love having these cute bookmarks for my planner anyway, but I especially love this collection and the art in it, and so I'm excited to have these to go with it. There is also a classic sticker book, which I'm not going to flip through because that's not what this video is about, but I did pick it up and it is great and I highly recommend it to you. Then we have the planners, the journals. I'm just going to take a minute to take the bubble wrap off because I did just take these out of the box so that we can get a really good look at them together. This is the Love is Love classic vertical layout Happy Planner. It's 12 months. It did start in June 2023 and it goes through May 2024. I know it's already started, but it doesn't really bother me to take the first few months out of the front and just kind of tuck them in the back. And if I'm still using this planner, when those months come back around, I will just redate and keep using. I am usually a dashboard girly, but I have been thinking about playing around with different layouts, kind of changing layouts with my mood. And I've been really itching to decorate a vertical lately. Part of that is because I want to journal more. I want to go on this journaling journey, and I already do decorative planning. So I thought a great place for me to start to kind of build a habit is to just do more journaling in my planner in small bits. And then eventually I will maybe introduce an entirely separate journal, either in another planner or in a notebook or something like that. I haven't figured it out, but I thought this was a good first step. And I thought the vertical layout allowed me more space to write out things more. A reason I had moved away from the vertical in the first place, that I found it didn't work for me, is because there was just too much space on individual days. I like the dashboard because the spaces are smaller per day, and then there's a lot of just like general dumping for the week, which is kind of what I prefer. But I think that the vertical layout allows more room for day-to-day journaling while still having space for what I need to bring up, the lists I need to make, and things like that. So I'm going to try it initially. This cover is a beautiful purple. It says Love is Love in this nice copper foil, and it's paired with these sort of kind of translucent plastic purple discs. The inside cover is this beautiful rainbow. I love this color palette for the Pride collection so much because I am not really a bright primary kind of person. I want to celebrate Pride. I want to have those rainbows in lots of colors, but the primary basic rainbow color that we see that Happy Planner did in their previous Pride collection isn't really me, and these colors are so much more me, and it just feels like this has so much more thought and care put into it, especially with them collaborating with the Pigeon Letters, who is an LGBTQ artist, and it just, I love this so much. When I was watching her unboxing it, I might have cried. I might have teared up a little. So let's just take a look in here so I can show you all the planner that is going to be my main home base, my catch-all, and everything else will be built out of here. So we have Hello, this happy planner belongs to Plan a Happy Life 2023-2024 with again that same color palette, and we have this motif, which if you haven't seen this collection, these are actually flowers coming out of little paint tubes. Oh, it's so pretty. And then we have our Years at a Glance. We can see that this is a pretty neutral layout. There isn't a lot of color on the actual pages. We've got our perpetual calendar here, and I do prefer in my main planner to not have a lot of decoration because I decorate a lot. I'm touching my chest like you can see me because I'm used to filming front facing, but I'm used to decorating and I don't necessarily want a lot of extra color or things to contend with, but I do love having the decorative planner, the decorative dividers and everything just to get me in that really creative artistic mood. This is the new currently pages for Happy Planner. I am not the biggest fan of the currently page and the Happy Planners, not because I don't think you should have like a monthly landing page or something, but I hate that it's before the divider. Like if I want to pull out the whole month of June and then I just have this page over here, and I hate that. So I really don't use these a lot, and I'm not the biggest fan of this new layout. I did like the one that they had right before this that was a much more open page, and I felt like it was a lot more versatile. Not that this is too prohibitive, but it's not my favorite, and I probably won't be using these honestly, so I guess it doesn't matter. This is our June divider. It matches the cover, and then we just have a monthly layout, and then the vertical weeklies, which now have the grid, and then the little note section, which since I am giving up that kind of list space that the dashboard has, I will probably be using this for general lists and just kind of planning out what I'm going to try to accomplish in a single day within these. Not that I'm going to do like all lists appear and journaling and things like that, but I do like to mix it up. I do like to be artistic with my sticker placement and where things are, but probably each day will have a this is what I want to get done today, this is the events happening, and then a journaling space. And I think everything's the same. There is a quote on the bottom of the third week of each month. This one says, "The best time for new beginnings is now," which would be great if this was the month that I was actually starting this planner. But the sentiment still stands. And then we come to July, which just has this beautiful rainbow. August, these are the paint tubes I was talking about. It says live in full color. So nice. I like that this collection very much has that pride element. There are definitely things both in here and in the sticker book that specifically reference pride, but there are also like subtler themes like being authentically yourself, living as loud as you can, living your full self, living in full color. I feel like that's a theme and a sentiment that really applies to people that pride is celebrating like myself, but that can also just be true for anyone. This one is a beautiful floral. It says make the day count. Then we have self-care is not selfish. I'm very much in a self-care phase right now. The last year has been really hard for me, as you can probably tell from me starting my planning for the year really in September. But right now my word for the last bit of the year is care, so I really appreciate this. And then we have We Are Never Finished Becoming Who We Are, this cute little rainbow planter. Today is brand new. If it terrifies you, do it anyway. This is really something I'm working on because there's so many things I want to get back to. I want to move forward in my life, but it's a little scary. Got this nice foil. Are they foiled? No. They aren't foiled, but there's a nice star pattern. And then we have Go Where Your Dreams Take You with this beautiful girl on a bike. Or person. It doesn't necessarily have to be a girl. Most planner people are girls, but this could really be anyone, I think. And then we said try, mess up, reflect, learn, commit, evolve, love, grow, share, impact, feel, live for this moment right now. Peggy Beam. And Peggy Beam is actually the artist for the Pigeon Letters. So it's really great to see this quote from her. It's a really great sentiment, especially right now. We are trying and we are messing up, but we are reflecting, we are learning, we are committing and evolving. We're doing all these things. And then this one says, make yourself proud. And I just love that. And I love that the stripes carry over to the tab. It's great. And then this back page, we have notes and things. Does anybody else wish that they would just sell like packs of filler paper that match the different planner note paper? Am I the only one that wishes I could just like have a stack of this back here in my different planners when I love the design so much? Happy planner, if you're listening, think about that. And this is the other half of that rainbow that we saw in the front. And then the back is just this pretty purple color. It says the Pigeon Letters Happy Planner. It has these really pretty flowers. So like I said, this is going to be the basis of my planner. I am so excited to start using it. The collection did also include this classic undated calendar extension, which is in the dashboard layout, which is why I picked it up, because if I do want to go back to my dashboard layout 1 week or in general, I have that option with the same collection. I'm not going to open it just because I don't want the pages to get messed up right now, but it does come with 2 sticker sheets, the undated dashboard layout, which I believe is neutral from my research as well. And there's 4 unlabeled dividers, which are in that same kind of art, and 1 pocket folder. So this is another layout that I have. Then the collection also included a classic guided happy journal. Now this, I believe, is basically the same layout as 2 other journals that Happy Planner has done before, which I also own because I love it so much. And I really, as I said, want to start journaling, and I really appreciate the guided journals, and so I wanted to have this one that matched, that I can maybe either use as its own separate thing or put pages in my other planner. I don't think I'm going to be using it every day, but in case I want to work on this kind of thing. This journal has that great Peggy Dean quote on a purple background with the same kind of copper foil, and it also has those flowers, and then it comes with clear discs. Then the inside here is a pretty floral pattern, and then we have that self-care is not selfish tab again. These tabs don't have dates on them. This is undated, and it has this pretty star pattern on the back. And then these are the classic journaling pages. What makes this unique to this planner and this design, even though these kind of sheets we've seen before, is this like rainbow interior. So if I put these in my other planner, they will match. It's going to be amazing. I could also even use these dividers for other sections in my planner. So hyped about it. So we have a month page here, kind of a setup. And there's a letter to yourself for the month here with the colored in designs that matches. Then we have a weekly page like we've seen. And then these are the weekly pages, which does actually have some of the art throughout. And this is a little different because I think in the other journals that are very similar to this, these mood trackers are actually different images for each day, but here they've just put straight emojis. So that's totally fine. That's just different. Maybe because they've kind of looked like they've replaced a lot of the like coloring elements with art that matches this collection, which is totally fine. I love the art, and I'm not the biggest colorer anyway. But so we have that here, and we've got some of this florals here. And I will say, I don't know if I've ever heard anyone ever mention this, but if you have one of these happy journals that are this layout, everything is basically the same every week, except for this word changes. So always watch out for that. And then we're back to this. And then at the end of the week, there's just a blank page. There is a small illustration down here that matches. And on the other side, it says love is love. So every monthly section is going to be the same, that same format. So there are 4 dividers in here, so we can look there. This one says create the life of your dreams with those paint tubes. And these beautiful florals on the back. This one says love is love with the sparkles. You gotta have some sparkle. And this is that fun rainbow. It says you are on the right path. It was made for you. And then it's just a pink speckled in the background. And then if we close it, we just have that same floral pattern here. And the back is that purple again. I think it's pretty similar to the other one. Are they the same? Well, the flowers are bigger on that one, and that's more of a purplish blue. But yes, they are very similar. Then I also picked up, because I got everything in the classic size, was the classic dotted lined notebook. It is 60 sheets. This is the Make Yourself Proud cover. So this cover has like the rainbow pattern on it with the gold foil, and then it comes with mini plastic glitter discs. This is probably the cover that I will actually be using, because while I think the other ones are also gorgeous, I like the multitude of colors here and I like the sentiment. This is something that I really need right now in a myriad of ways. It touches on my life in a lot of ways. So this is probably the cover that I will be using, which is also part of the reason that I bought so much in this collection, because I can interchange them all out and they'll all still match. And then we have the inside here is the purple with the sparkles. First divider says live a colorful life. And again, these dividers don't have anything labeled here. They're just made to be sections, so I could also pull them out and use them in my other planner. Then the back is that star pattern again. The pages have the rainbow down the side in our specific color palette, and they say believe in your daydreams. And then the back is like pink with stars around it. I thought this notebook book would be great to pair with my planner for when I need extra pages. It's kind of like, even though it's not exactly the same, I said having those pages in the back that match your note pages so that you have more of them. So just to take any notes on, or to do if I want to do a bigger journaling project that I need more space than just, you know, my little column in the vertical planner, that I have that. So I'm very excited and I love the colors. And then here we said, go where your dreams take you, with that same person on a bike. And the back is some of those beautiful florals, lots of different cool floral designs in this collection. And this one says, today is brand new, with the same florals on the back. And then we have that purple glitter pattern again, and the back is just the full rainbow colors with the happy planner and the pigeon letters on the back. So there's really not a lot of actual setup for me to do right now, because I'm going to be using this planner mostly as it is after I move those first few months into the back. And then these other items are here for me to pull in when I want. So if I want to do a different layout this week, I'll pull out the dashboard. If I want to have some journaling pages, I'll pull them out of the journal, or I'll pull blank pages out of the notebook to do things with, and I'll put them in the main planner as they come up. And I'll change covers out and things, as I've said. I will also mention this planner that I picked up. This is the new Classic Simply layout by the Happy Planner. This was a Walmart exclusive. It is a 12-month planner that started in July of 2023 and goes through June 2024. Again, I don't mind moving some dates around. This obviously is not in the same theme. I bought this for the layout itself, which I will show you, but it is the teeny florals kind of design. So it's just the florals in the front. It says 2023. It has plastic gold discs, and they are the mini size. More of that teeny florals design inside. Let's take this off. It says, hello, this happy planner belongs to Plan a Happy Life 2023-2024. It has all the typical, oh no it doesn't. It just has the year at a glance, and as you can see, it's very neutral. We get to the July currently page here. July says, when in doubt, add flowers. We have our typical monthly layout. What is that? I don't know. We're gonna move it out of the way. And then these are the weekly views, which are basically a dashboard layout without the list side. And that's why this planner is so thin, because it's a week on one page instead of a week on 2 pages. And this really intrigued me as someone who primarily uses a dashboard and who wants to look at journaling. I thought I could use this just straight for journaling. So I could do some mood tracking here, or if I decide to journal in a separate planner and I just need my planner to be smaller, as I said, because usually the vertical layout is too much space for me without the journaling aspect. So if I want to go try this and then have a separate journal and I don't feel like I have too much space that I have to fill up, I thought this would be great. So this is something else I can pull from to put into my planner when I want to change things up and I want to experiment, which is really what I'm trying to aim for in my planner this year, is experimentation and figuring out the journaling. There's just a notes page here and then a currently page on the back. Interesting. Interesting. Honestly, I wouldn't even care if this was just a notes page for the end of the month. That would work out great for me. I'm not going to flip this whole one because it's really more about the layout than the design. But that is going to be what I'm using for my main catch-all planner. It's this stack right here. Just mainly staying here and then pulling from things as I need them, as I want to try things out. This planner is part of the new Squad Girls collection from the Happy Planner. It's called This Is Your Year. This is the classic monthly layout. Again, 12 months. Again, started in July 2023, but we'll just move to the back, and goes through June 2024. So let me show you a little bit and then I'll explain what I'm doing with this. So this is the cover. It says, "This is your year" in gold foil with some of the Squad Girls on the front with plastic gold discs. I was really in love with this cover when I bought it a little while ago, just because it felt very summer, and I live in Florida, so it's a little bit more of that tropic vibe that we have going on here. Of course, you know, summertime has passed, but this is basically always it in Florida. We don't get real seasons. I force fall and winter to happen in my brain. But you open it, we get this really delicate, pretty butterfly design on the inside. So we have, "Hello, this Happy Planner belongs to Plan a Happy Life 2023-2024. And then here we have our year at a glance pages, which, as you can see already, this planner has some decoration on the inside. And usually that's not my favorite. Usually that's a big turnoff for me, which is so funny because I originally started using Happy Planner in 2016. I think I do want to do a my history with planning, my history with Happy Planner video. And back then I loved the decoration so much. That's what drew me to this planner, is I loved all the bright colors and the designs and the pretty art. But even then, we all knew that it was hard to cover things up and decorate around it, but we just kind of accepted it because that was all that they had. But I think now that we can see neutral layouts and we can kind of see a best of both worlds situation, definitely prefer that. But I will go into in a minute why that doesn't bother me here. We have our perpetual calendar. The currently page, which I will, again, probably not use. And then our first divider here for July is this really cute, like, postcard stamp kind of situation. I love this lemur. I have really been into the National Geographic Secrets of the Zoo shows, especially because we have one about the zoo in Tampa, which is only like an hour and a half away from me. So these kind of like zoo-esque animals, like the leopard and stuff, they're doing it for me right now. Then we have our regular monthly layout, again, designs. And then we have this like monthly overview. And my intent at the beginning of the year, I started last December, was to use these pages for goal planning. And I had another monthly planner that I was using for that, and I did some of it. But like I said, planning hasn't been that great for me this year. Just been struggling with a lot of things. So I didn't do it as many times as I wanted, but I do have a setup for this that I know that I like, that I use for goal planning. So I'm going to continue that. Now, the reason that I'm okay with this decoration is because I am not going to pressure myself to force myself to decorate this planner. I love having a decorated planner, but I think also keeping them separate is going to help me with this, that I have my main catch-all planner that I'm going to decorate every week, that is going to be a creative outlet for me. But this is more for me to be productive and to get things done, and not that you can't do both of those things, and not that I might sometimes, but I'm sure if you are a decorative planner, you have this too, where sometimes you just don't always have the time or the energy to decorate everything before you really sit down to figure out your planning. And then your planning doesn't get done because you keep thinking, oh, I need to make sure I decorate it first, because you can't decorate it after, or you can, but it's a little bit of a struggle. And so then you don't end up using your planner at all. And I do actually have a third planner that I have actually kept up with this year, which is my budget planner. And let me tell you, when it comes to planning, nothing can get done and I will still do my budget planner, because I treat this as a workbook to figure out the financial area of my life that I really need to keep up with, because finances are important, y'all, as I'm sure anybody who's a human being on the earth, because we pay to live here, knows. So I want to treat my goal planner, my productivity projects planner, the same way, as more of a workbook than a straight decorative planner. So having these decorations in here works out really well, because even if I don't decorate it, it's still cute and I can enjoy this fun design that I really like in this planner to the fullest. Quick overview of how I use this. I do put my top monthly goals here, and then I put action steps here, and then I give myself a little bit of a pep talk down here. I haven't been the greatest at using the habit trackers before because I don't always know what to use them for, but right now I have 3 daily habits, non-negotiable daily habits that I'm really trying to push, which is movement, journaling, and reading. So that's what these will be for. And then here I usually use is like a check-in area, different points of the month, be like, where am I? Am I doing good? What am I working on? That sort of thing. And then here I like to put the 3 biggest wins for the month. And then here is kind of a reflection space over the overall month and how the next month is going to look. And then in the monthly layout, instead of weekly or daily sheets, we have these daily task lists, which I have never used before, but I have an idea for them. Because I'm trying to get into more reading, and because I am working on my YouTube channel, this is really going to be a place where I can divide up projects for myself. Like I can say, oh, these are the videos I want to do, these are the books I need to read for them, I've read them, these are, you know, the things I need to do to get this video done, what I've done, what I haven't done. I have a goal of reading every Harley Quinn appearance, so I can put like the areas of her appearances that I'm working on, kind of like that, like break my big projects down into little goals and kind of like keep up with lists here. That's kind of what I'm envisioning for this section here, so I'm hoping that'll work for me. There's also these notes pages back here, which can be really great in a productivity, like project planning planner. So I'll just go through the tabs here. August, sunshine and happy times. This is a seasonal planner, so August, that's good. September, that's where we're going. Leaves are falling, fall is calling. I have to do this in spirit because again, I live in Florida and hopefully it'll just be getting at least a little bit cooler. We'll be getting out of that heat dome. But this is the aspiration, the vibes, even if it's not the outside temperature. We have these really cute fall designs like books and mugs and baking things. I just want to read books and take naps. If this was my life, I would be happy. And then we have merry and bright, which is really one of my favorite Christmas sentiments, quotes. We have these little sprigs of holly with snowflakes for January. We have time for snowmen and snow angels, very cute for February, which is my birthday month. Then we have spring is in the air. We've got these cute little girlies hanging out at the picnic at the park, place that I need to be hanging out. Got a floral design here. May, we have stop and smell the wildflowers with this cute girl in her greenhouse. This is me in Animal Crossing. Then we have every summer has a story, so that's cute. Then here we just have like a nice dotted piece of like kind of pastel pink paper with the florals, and it says take note. We have those pretty butterflies again. And then this back summer page. And I'm not going to show off my budget planner because this isn't a new planner. I've had this since the beginning of the year and I haven't parsed yet what level of comfort I have with sharing things like that, but do know that I have one, and it is the Happy Planner budget planner that I use. So these are the planners that I am going to be using in the upcoming month. I'm so happy that I got to share them with you. I am not comfortable at the moment doing down facing plan with me's just because I take a really long time to decorative plan, and I don't know how comfortable I am showing that process with the pressure of time. But I will definitely be coming back to show you some of the layouts that I've set up to talk about more things, because I do want to share my planning and I do want to get to plan with me's eventually, but I'm not there yet. Until next time when I'm back to show you what I've done with all of this, thanks for joining me on this journey. Like this video if I made you smile, and if you're up to it, comment something that made you happy today, yesterday, or even just this week. I would love to celebrate it with you. That's the end, friends. Sending you off with love. Goodbye!